Previously on Rutgers Survivor.
We finally answered all your wishes. It is a physical challenge. There are no puzzles here. This all comes down to, quite frankly, accuracy and skill. John, if you get this, you win. If you don't, you will win. Guaranteed shot. Oh, God.
Yeah, but I told you John was trying to, flip.
He's trying to flip it on me.
Last tribal.
Last tribal?
I think he was the extra vote on you. This is my Hail Mary. I'm praying it works. I just need the other people to be smart for once.
Before I read the votes, if anybody has the hidden immunity idol, this is your last chance to play it. Please play it now if you would like. This, Matt, is the hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Matt will not count. Congratulations, you're in the final four. The next person voted out of this game, and the next member of our jury. John, that is enough. Can you please hand me your bandana? It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
You played hard. It was great.
Good game, everyone. I'm glad you guys were the final four. I'm glad it was one on the other side.
All right, John. Thank you very much.
No problem. Okay, here we go. I'm excited. I waited a month and a half for this. So I'm excited the Final Four is gonna happen now, finally. And I think this could be either really straightforward or really not. So we'll have to see about that. I think there's a chance that the Alliance sticks together and we just get outGA'd here. But I also know that there's a very good chance that I get targeted.
Congratulations, you guys, on making it to the final four of Rutgers Survivor. It has been a long road, and I'm happy you're here. Before we start, I wanted to give you an interesting little fact. 3 months ago tomorrow has been since when we first recorded episode 1. So it's been 3 months, and I honestly can't say thank you enough. So, to start, let's just do a little match chat, I guess. Logan, how do you feel right now being in the final four?
I'm so excited. I mean, we've waited it's been a while. We haven't filmed since winter break, so I'm excited to finally finish out this game. We were so close to the end, and it's been such a great ride so far.
Matt, what's the mentality of this position that you're in right now? Is it more, who am I going to get out, or who am I going to take, or is it kind of all across the board?
I think it's just all across the board. Right now I'm just kind of in survival mode. I want to make sure that I save myself first, whether it's through immunity or having to kind of talk my way to it. But my thought process is definitely just all over the place right now.
And Ashi and Gia, I just find it amazing that you two, you're sisters, and you made it to the final four. That should definitely be celebrated. How do both of you feel?
I mean, I didn't think I was gonna make it this far, and making it this far with Ashi is kind of crazy. Yeah, I would say the same thing. I didn't think I was gonna make it this far. But I always thought that one of us would go, so
honestly incredible, and like I said, it's great to see you guys here. But without further ado, I think we should move on to the immunity challenge. However, since it's Final Four, the twists aren't stopping. So let me go get a surprise. Today's challenge is going to be a little bit different. You're not playing for this. Immunity is no more. Everybody is going to be vulnerable at tonight's vote. What you will be playing for is something I think you're going to want. An extra vote at tonight's tribal council. That means there are 5 votes present at tonight's tribal council, which means you only need to win this and convince one other person, and you're in the final 3. Before we start though, I also want to give you a little bit more incentive. I haven't announced the prize since we started. $60. So the winner will not only be crowned the winner of Rutgers Survivor, you also win a nice DoorDash gift card, okay? So without further ado, let's head into your final challenge to get into the final 3, where you will be playing for probably the most important vote of your life in this game.
So honestly, I always thought that we'd be playing for immunity, so this kind of like shocked me a little, especially the twist. But now, like at first, I was like, okay, it's fine. Like if I like don't win, you know, I'm having fun and stuff. But now, like I want to win.
So this is insane. We've never seen something like this before. I was making all these plans in case we were gonna have a regular immunity challenge. The fact that we're playing for an extra vote really changes things. If I'm able to get this, I could really just, I'll have so much power, unless they're all turning against me, what they might be doing.
This is the first part of your Final Four challenge. This calls back to episode 2 when we ran a relay race. Each of you are in a line. There are 4 Jenga blocks in your line. You will be running at the different intervals, back and forth, collecting the Jenga blocks one by one. When you come by me, just throw your Jenga block, and the first 3 people that get all 4 of their Jenga blocks past me, and you're also past me, win, and they move on to the second part. Make sense? All right, let's get to it. This is it, guys. First part of your Final Four challenge. Survivors ready? Go! Matt with a good lead. Moving tripped a bit, a little slippery. No one's out of this. Matt's taking it home though. Matt with his last block. Matt gets the spot. And that's it. So sorry. But congratulations to the final 3. We're gonna move on to the next part. Logan, Ashi, Matt, you have made it to the second part of this challenge. This is a balancing challenge. How this will work, each of you have been given 2 Jenga blocks as a base, and at 1-minute intervals, I will be asking you to place the Jenga blocks like this and hold it steady. The first person to drop is eliminated. However, you do want to stay in the game, because if you're the last person standing, you will be given an advantage in the final challenge, which you'll be fighting for that extra vote. Hope this makes sense. Let's go. All right, everybody. On the count of 3, you're gonna place your first block in the correct orientation, and I'll count down 30 seconds to a minute, and I'll give you the time. But here we go, everybody. In 3, 2, 1, place your first block. This is the most boring yet important challenge of the season. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take down your towers. That was just to see if you guys were awake. Now you have to stack 2 blocks in that orientation. And I will give you 10 seconds to do that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Logan, Ashi, Matt, you're all good. We'll give this round another guesstimated minute. A little bit of wiggles in Logan. Matt looks solid. Ashi looks solid. Nothing but focus. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody's made it to the next round. You can touch your blocks. You're good. As soon as I count down, you can move. Oh, Asha, you can take it down. You don't have to keep it up. All right. I will give you 10 seconds to stack 3 blocks in that order. We're again going to go for a minute. So 10, 9, 8, Ashi building, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay, Ashi just made it. We're gonna go for a minute. It gets a lot harder the higher you go up. Matt and Logan doing the same type of grip. Ashi going for a pinch grip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you can touch your towers. We're now going up to 4 blocks. 10 seconds again to build that 4-block tower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm so sorry, Logan. You did not make the time. Logan is out. He's down to Ashi and Matt. Do not fumble here. You will get an advantage for the next challenge. Just focus. Just focus. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ashi got confident there with her hand in her pocket, but yeah, that's good. You can touch your towers. We're now going up to 5 blocks. Ashi has an interesting strategy because she did not take down her tower. Oh, never mind. Okay. You must stack it 5 blocks tall. I'll give you 12 seconds because 5 is kind of, it's a lot. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ashi's good. Matt, you got to do it here or else it doesn't count. Oh, that's it. I'm sorry, Matt. Ashi, congratulations. You have won the advantage in the next part of the challenge. All right, everyone. So when I say go, you're going to unveil your piece of paper and you're going to fill in that puzzle and try to solve it. Ashi, since you won the last challenge, you have been given 2 pieces already solved. Note, the original puzzle that this was based off of had 11 pieces. You guys have been given the correct amount, 9. There's only 9 needed. The pieces you have will solve the puzzle. Make sure that there's no white showing, and it should fully be encased in the border. With that being said, survivors ready? Go! Now, normally when you solve a puzzle, you have the strategy, fill in the borders, so it might be easier to start with the legs or some type of object like that. Matt thinks he has some progress. He has a leg done. Matt thinks he has 2 legs done, but is it correct? We'll see if the remaining pieces will help him. Matt's just trying to do the torso now. If you think you have it, please call it. All right, he thinks he has it. That is not correct. You have white space there. It will completely be encased in that. Let's look at Ashi. Ashi's working on the neck and the torso. Holding up the legs. Matt just needs to work out the torso, he thinks. Ashi going for the torso right out of the gate. Really got to focus here in this Final Four challenge. Feel like you have it, call it. All right, let's see. Nah, this should not be like that. The 2 white spots that's out there. It should be completely encased in the border. The only white you'll see is a little bit around the edges. There should be none in the center. Ashi has 2 pieces that she thinks is locked in. Matt really playing with this. Seemingly so close. Matt playing around with this one piece. Ashi thinks she has the legs. Matt thinks he has the legs. Matt. It looks like 4 pieces left. Seemingly so close. You gotta call it. Matt. You have it. Congratulations. Winner of the extra vote. You are still vulnerable at
I'm so sorry. That was a bad mistake.
You are still vulnerable at Final Four, but you've now been given the extra vote. What you choose to do with it is up to you.
Well, I'm really glad you did
Yeah.
that, because now we avoid the one thing I was worried about, which is the sisters like sticking together and targeting the bus and being like a tie.
So do you want to work for the same person?
Yeah, we can.
But then we're even more personal on our side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was talking to G a little bit while you were doing the challenge, and I was trying to like poke and prod, see where her head's at, and all she said was like, "Matt's a threat."
What she said?
That's what she said. So.
If like I feel like if Logan made it like to the final 3, he would get like a lot of jury votes. Like
Logan.
yeah.
I was gonna assume we're gonna make it easy because I don't think Ashi would, even though she's like said in the past, I doubt she's gonna vote her sister.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if we're solid and then I still have I have the vote,
Yeah.
we can just pick whoever it is. So
Yeah. It's easy. It's just with your 2 votes, my vote. That's enough.
as long as we're solid. When we talked, who do you think is Gia?
Yeah.
Gia. So we have the final 3. Warblin, right? That's
Yeah.
I forget. I know it's our tribe name and I forget.
It'd be us 3 making it to the end.
Yeah, so we just stick with Warblin, final 3, and then we're good to go.
Well, do you want to talk? I'll talk to Matt, you talk to Logan.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'll talk to Logan, you talk to Matt.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, because when we go talk, I don't even know what am I gonna say to them. Like I can't. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna pitch you, obviously, but like I can't pitch, the other to the other because like then I'm asking like them to vote out their sister. So it's gonna be like
That's always awkward.
I'm gonna try and like dance around. Obviously, I'm not gonna say vote me, obviously. So I'm gonna try and like just dance around and kind of see where their heads are at.
Okay.
So
Right now, I'm just counting votes. That's it. Just like every scenario right now. My first step is that I need to get in good with Matt. I need to make sure he's not going to put those 2 votes on me, because I've been thinking about putting votes on him, and if I cannot let the guy who knows that has 2 votes know that I'm coming after him. But I don't know if the Matt plan is going to work out. I'm definitely going to prioritize me getting to the end, even if it's doing an easier vote like Gia and having Matt on board to do that. So I really need to lock in Matt that he's not coming after me.
whenever they're ready, I'll take whoever, you take whoever, and then
Okay.
and then we'll reconvene again after we do a full rotation, and then yeah, I'll see where whoever's at.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So right now it's just gonna be like a real push and pull, I guess. Like I just need to see where people are feeling and which direction to go down to get me to the end.
I do think Matt is a threat in this game. Like, you won that final immunity.
Yeah.
Or immunity, I guess.
Yeah.
So I do think he is a threat.
And he's playing like a good game.
He's playing a really good game.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of people didn't see him coming, and then he had the idol the whole time, and then, like, I realized what a good liar he was by just, like, watching him do that, and I had to, like, lie on his behalf for the entire game. I was like, oh my god.
Who do you want out? Who do you want to see go this round?
I would have said Gia a while ago, like before this meeting, but I think Matt, his stocks are rising, definitely. And I do think there's a chance I still beat him at the end. If I am up against him, I have some things that, like strategy-wise, I feel like I did better than he did. But at the same time, I think winning this final challenge is going to be huge. The fact that he had the idol the whole time is huge. I feel like he's definitely rising, so I'd rather get him out. But if I need to get Gia out to protect myself, I will do that.
Yeah, I do think he is the biggest threat.
Yeah, okay.
So you think, like, you might vote Matt?
What are you thinking?
Honestly, I don't remember what happened last time because I remember we were saying something the last time, but I don't remember it.
What did Gia say anything?
No,
Where's
we
her
both
at?
don't know. We don't both don't know where our heads are at. Which one to vote out? What did you and Logan talk about?
Well, we were basically the same thing because, like, it's 4. We're all still, like, vulnerable, so we kind of want to see where everyone's at. Obviously, like, we have the final 3, me, you, and Logan, but I'm not gonna ask you to vote out your sister, obviously.
I feel great, but I'm terrified because maybe it's just me, but I think I have the best resume here. So even though I have an extra vote, all it takes is them 3 to be like, yo, we gotta get this kid out, and then I'm done. But truthfully, I think I could beat any of them if I make the final. That's a big if.
Then obviously we use Logan, but we have a final 3.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why this is a very tricky scenario.
Yeah,
so it's like
it is.
really, it's really just kind of like, where do you stand? Because obviously, or like what are you thinking?
I honestly do not know. Like, I feel like it would either be Logan or like my sister that would be going home.
So I'm still in survival mode. I doubt Ashi and Gia are gonna want to vote each other out. But at the end of the day, if you vote one of them out, then that's a vote for them in the finals. So it's a lot to take in. I've been close with Logan this whole game, probably been my number 1. But I think other than myself, he's been a very strategic player. Now the question is, it doesn't matter what I think, it matters what the jury thinks, how they view the game. So what's gonna happen tonight? I don't know. I really don't. It could be me. It could be me.
Matt and I, we were just, so Matt and I were like, it sucks, but it's probably gonna be Gia, and with Gia and I, it's like, we were like, it sucks, so it's probably gonna be Matt. So that's the thing.
Oh, so you and Gia were like Matt?
So that's what Gia was saying, but it was like, for both the Gia conversation and the Matt conversation, it was like, it's hard to decide.
Yeah.
I think Gia thinks Matt's a threat, and then Matt wants to stick with the alliance and vote out Gia.
Okay.
So I feel like we're really in like the swing position.
Okay. I wouldn't be mad at that though, unless sticking to the line.
Yeah. So, like, it's hard to ask you to vote out your sister. That's like it's just hard. I don't want to ask you that, but like, I guess because honestly, like, we get to decide who goes home pretty much. Like, we're really the swing votes here.
And then Matt does have the extra vote.
He does have the extra vote.
Yeah.
So, who do you want between Gia or do you want to vote out Gia, or did you want to?
I mean, we never really talked about like all this and like having an alliance together. It was just sort of like whatever, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
But if I did vote her out, I'm sure like there would be no like hatred, like we're family.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I don't think it would matter.
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
I do think Matt's playing a great game,
Yeah,
but like
I think-
we're also in an alliance at the
Who
same
do
time.
you think would get like the most jury votes out of us four?
Out of us four. Before today, I thought it would be Gia, but now I think it would be Matt.
All right. So what are you thinking?
Like, I honestly have no idea.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Ash was saying the same thing basically. I'm not gonna ask you to like vote out your sister. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. But then that obviously leaves me and Logan,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want you to vote me. But at the same time, I really like Logan, so I just kind of want to know. Do you have like any ideas, any like pitches, plans? Because like I'll really like go with whatever at this point. Because I'm not really being like told anything.
Yeah. Like I talked to Ashley and Matt. Logan.
Logan, yeah.
Yeah, and they were just like saying the same thing. Like they don't know what to do.
Mhm.
Or like who. But like I was just talking to Logan. He's like, you're like the biggest threat.
That's what Logan said
Yeah.
about me. When like just
like
before.
just now. Yeah, when I was talking to him.
So then, if I asked you to vote Logan, would you do that or no?
Yeah, I could.
Like hypothetically,
Yeah.
like I'm not saying I would,
Yeah.
but okay.
I don't want to see anyone go home, but if I had to vote, I think I would vote Logan because I feel like if he made it to the final 3, he would get a lot of jury votes.
What did you and Matt talk about? It's like every time we come on, we're like, what did you talk about? What did you talk about?
Like everyone's just saying the same thing. No one wants to vote like anyone who's like obviously like.
I heard that you were thinking Matt.
That's what, yeah. Well, Logan was like that. I can't say it. to
Logan
Logan
said Matt?
Yeah, Logan was telling me Matt.
Okay, so everyone's
was
saying
saying-
obviously everyone's
Yeah,
saying different
obviously.
things.
But Matt was saying like hypothetically if I voted Logan.
And then who do you want to sit next to in the final 3?
It would be cool to sit next to Ashi, obviously, because she's my sister, and maybe Matt too.
Okay, but like, I don't know. I won't vote for you. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like if I have to, I'll vote you.
All right.
So I honestly don't even know. Like I feel like I haven't talked to everyone in so long, so I don't know if all these like packs and whatever, like the decisions that we made back then are still gonna work now. So I think I want to talk to everyone individually just to make sure everyone's head is at. I don't know. I could be going home, or anyone could be going home. So I'm definitely prepared for the worst.
There's nothing we can do about it. There's only like 2, 3, 4 people left.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go talk to Matt, and then we'll switch and
Okay,
we'll come
yeah.
back.
I don't feel great. I don't feel great. Here's Logan. Well, welcome to the conference room. I've been telling everyone welcome.
Welcome.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mhm.
it's kind of just more of the same. Like Gia was like, I don't know. Like she was like, I don't really want to vote anybody out, but like she thinks you're a threat. Like that's the only thing that came up. And then with she was pretty much saying that she's fine with Gia, and that like even though they're family, like it's not gonna matter because they're apparently her and Gia were never like really in a real alliance.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of just like not like what we had. So I think she's pretty locked in. I think Gia's here.
Because Ashi wasn't really giving me any. She wasn't giving me like any answers.
Yeah, I had to really like I had to try and like get it out of her because I wanted to see where her head's at.
Yeah.
Honestly, like as long as we're good, we're fine.
And then yeah, Gia just was not giving me anything. She told me that you said I was a threat, but you already told me that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was like, oh, you did really? Like, I was just playing for her.
Yeah.
But other than that, she really did not. She didn't give me anything. Like nothing. Same with Ashi, which kind of concerns me a little bit.
Yeah.
But you said Ashi's fine with Gia.
Yeah, she seemed fine as far as I'm concerned. Like
Okay.
she brought up like that like you're playing like the best game or whatever. But besides that, she was still like we should vote out Gia.
How are you feeling? What's your confidence level?
Out of 10, I'm at like a 3. I don't feel good. No one was giving me anything. Logan's supposed to be my closest ally. But I genuinely just don't know. Like there's literally I have the power, but it doesn't matter because if the 3 of them, just put their brains together and they're like, yo, let's get mad out. There's nothing I can do.
Deja vu.
Yeah. Like everyone's just saying the same thing.
Exactly.
Like I don't know.
We're literally and figuratively going around
Yeah.
in circles right now.
That's what I'm saying. No one's like, literally no one's saying anything.
Yeah.
So, what, honestly, like, genuinely, what are you thinking? If it's me, if you, like, want to vote me, you just say, I'm not going to get mad, obviously.
Yeah.
If you want to vote Logan, tell me Logan. I'm not, if you want to vote your sister, I mean, if you want to vote your sister,
I
that's
feel
totally
like
up
for
to you.
me, it would be either Logan or Gia.
Really?
That I would vote out, yeah. Like, I don't know which one yet. Who are you leaning towards more? Like, are you, like, Logan told me you were, like, are you gonna, like, keep the alliance? Like, are we doing, like, alliance, or are you gonna, like,
The final
yeah,
three?
the final 3 alliance? Like, are you leaning more towards that?
Asking about me or asking about you?
No, like, you.
That way he asked that about me?
No, he said that, like, about you, yeah. He said that about you, that you were leaning towards more the final 3.
Oh, geez.
But then you guys, like, weren't gonna ask me. Wait.
See, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. We might have to come back because
Okay,
they're
yeah.
waiting.
We'll
We'll
come back.
yeah,
We'll come back. Okay.
Because at this point, like again, we're the swing votes. I think Gia's voting Matt, and Matt's putting 2 votes on Gia. So we get to decide.
Okay, yeah. I feel like maybe that would be like.
Yeah. How do you feel about Matt? Like, because I know he did lie for most of the game at the idol.
Yeah.
The one thing that did make me uncomfortable about that is how you gave up immunity for him when he had the idol the whole time, and you put yourself in
Yeah,
danger.
because I didn't know that he had. I thought
Exactly.
you had the idol, but if I knew he would ride the idol, I would not have given up.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of used that to like be safe. That's the
Yeah.
one thing that made me feel uncomfortable about it. Like I want to play with like honor and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel bad about that.
But
So,
honest, how'd you find out? Did he tell you?
he told me,
Okay.
and then he didn't want me to tell you or
Mhm.
Gia for some reason. I don't know why, but he was like very adamant about like don't tell anybody else.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
who do we feel like we'd rather sit next to, Gia or Matt?
Exactly.
Who do we think's more likely to win?
Yeah.
Who do you think is more likely to win?
More likely to win Matt.
Do you think?
I think Matt would be more likely to win than Gia would be.
Do you think we take the shot now then?
To vote Matt? But I do think that Matt would get, like, is more likely to win. Or I feel like between Matt and Logan, I feel like one of them are gonna win.
Yeah. I don't
So
know.
now I'm like conflicted a little. Oh, I just thought of that now. That just changed my mind.
She was telling me, and I don't know if she's just saying just because it was to me, but she was like, I'll vote Logan or Gia. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if she said to me like to keep me comfortable.
She said the exact same thing to me. She's like, I'll vote Matt or Gia, whatever you want.
That's the thing. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
I think you're good. Like, where we're at right now, like, she's giving me nothing, she's giving me nothing, but we stick together, we're gonna be solid.
And
Would you vote
I
if I
said,
was in the finals? Or would you vote me?
like, to win?
Yeah.
I think obviously.
Thanks. I'd vote you too. Yeah,
What a like awesome story it would be if like the 3 of us actually got to the end together.
that's what I'm saying. Like I want that to happen.
Yeah.
But it's just, is it going to happen?
That's what I'm scared about. I'm like I'm really putting like all my trust in you, 100%. Like,
I'm not writing your name down tonight because I feel like I'm in the most survival mode out of because I don't know if like necessarily winning this challenge puts a target on my back. It probably does. Like any challenge will like
yeah.
put a target on your back, but I don't know about like this one because it's the last one. I don't know. Really, at this rate, all I can do is just like I literally can't do anything. I just have to take their word for it, write Gia's name down twice, and as long as one other person follows suit, then we're good. But if this is the end of the journey for me, it's gonna suck because I wanted to win. Another robbed Final Four contestant. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pray. Hopefully one person sticks to their word, and let's see how this goes.
So congratulations to all of you guys. You have made it practically as far as you can go. You just have to survive this vote, and then you're in the final 3. Be crowned the winner of Rutgers Survivor, and and win a $60 gift card. So, yeah. All right, so start things off. Logan, what's the energy right now? Is it hectic? Do you know what you're doing? Yeah.
I feel like everyone's really calm right now, which is surprising because none of us are immune. But at the same time, it's like we've worked together this entire game to get to this point. So no one wants to throw anybody under the bus.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ashi, there was no immunity for this challenge at this game, and it was an extra vote instead. Do you think that's going to greatly impact what happens?
Yeah, but also sort of no, because I feel like everyone knows like where their heads are at. But honestly, I don't know what people talked about, so maybe it could, but we'll just have to see.
Gia, are you more excited or nervous, or what are you feeling right now?
I'm kind of excited to see how it plays out because, like, from the conversations, like, I didn't really, like, get where everyone's head was at. So.
Matt, you're looking up at the clouds. Is that where your head's at right now?
Yeah, honestly. No. I'm scared. You know, I think, you know, for the first time, you know, we're all vulnerable. You know, like they said, nothing was really like totally given during our conversations. A lot of people were, you know, not being, like, myself included, we were all not really giving straight answers, and I just think that's because of, you know, the sheer size of the group now. We're at 4, and we all worked with each other the entire game, so it's really like no one wants to say anything. So really anything can happen tonight, and regardless of what happens, you know, it's gonna be fun.
All right, so just to remind everybody before we vote, nobody is safe. Anybody can be voted out. Matt, you have 2 votes, so you will be voting twice. With that being said, Ashi, time to vote.
To get to the final 3. Sorry.
All right, everyone. Before I read the votes, I just want to take a moment and say, you know, this is where it all started. This is where the first tribal council is. So I find it very fitting that this will be the last one where somebody can get a vote and get voted off. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. That person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Gia. All right, 1 vote Gia. The next vote, Ashi. That's 1 vote Gia, 1 vote Ashi. Our third vote, Gia. That's 2 votes Gia, 1 vote Ashi. The final person voted out of this game and the last member of our jury. Gia, that's 3. That's enough. Would you please hand me your vendetta? Thank you for playing. Well, congratulations you 3. You've gone as far as you can go in this game. Now the power shifts from you to the jury. I wish you all the best.
So I'm happy that I'm in the final 3. And me, Logan, and Matt, like, we had like this pact since like the beginning, so I'm glad we stuck through it till the end. I'm sad to see my sister go, but I know that she'll support me in the final 3, so we'll just see what happens from now.
I'm hyped right now. I really thought there was a great chance it was going to be me, but, you know, I think
I can beat either of them. I think my resume is the best out of the three. It really just comes to how I can present myself to the jury. Hopefully the jury, sees that I played a pretty solid and good game and they're not salty for whatever reason. But really, I'm glad to be in the final three with Ashi and Logan. We've been together since day one. We had each other's backs, told each other everything. So it's going to be great. And even if I don't win, it's going to suck. I want to use it on my actual resume for Survivor. But, at the end of the day, I'm glad it's going to be one of us. And hopefully it's me.
Man, so I'm just so excited to be here. I never thought that I would make it all the way to the end. I couldn't take the shot at Matt that I wanted to take, but I do feel confident I can still beat him at the end. He's definitely made some moves within the past few rounds, but I think I've played a more consistent game throughout the entire run, and I have some things that I can kind of use against him moving forward. So it's going to be a hard-fought battle for the end, but I'm excited to be there.
Next time on Rutgers Survivor.
So for our final three, we have Logan, Ashi, and Matt. I will now read the votes. For the folks at home, they want to see their name on this piece of parchment. The winner of the first ever Rutgers Survivor competition.
I'm honestly just grateful to be able to participate in Rutgers Survivor, the first season, and I didn't think I would come this far, so I was really happy with how I did in the game, and I made some good friends here, and I worked well with all the other people on the team, so yeah, and I know who my vote will go for in the final three, so